Next stop on the NRSL Advocare Truck Series brings us to Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee, as we are set for night racing weekend on this .533-mile racetrack here. The air is electric here at Bristol, Tennessee, and we are here today for the running of the Food City 200 as we're set for 50 laps of action here on this racetrack for the Advocare Truck Series. There'll be 75 for the Cup Series as well on this right here. So, with all that said, let's get started for today's running of the event. On the pole at 126 miles per hour, it is Johnny Gardner, the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford. He's won this season at California. He'll be alongside Kev Shear in the Caterpillar Dodge, number 22. Row 2 has Joshua Osborne, number 10, the driven the Honors Chevrolet for Jennifer Jo Cobb Racing. He is second place to Gardner in the points chase coming into this event. He'll be alongside Keith Batson, number 20, Texaco Haviland Ford. He's on the outside. Batson comes in this race 7th place in the points chase. Third row has Jay Jefferson, a great qualifying run for him in the Napa Auto Parts Toyota number 17. And he'll be alongside the 21 U.S. Air Force Ford of Chandler Cottle. He had a great qualifying run as well. He starts in the 6th position. Going to row number 4, it is Kat Tellier, number 8, the Ford Quality Air Service Ford Credit Ford F-Series. She'll be flanked by the CorvetteParts.net number 14 of Jordan Anderson. He's on the outside. Row 5 has 2 of our in-truck cameras in today's event. Levi McIntyre, the Excite SKF Ford, and he'll be alongside Jessica Shelton, number 9, the Dodge Dealers Dodge. She'll be on the outside. Kev Shear is our third in-truck camera, by the way. Forgot to mention that. McIntyre comes to his race 33rd in the standings. He hopes to have a great day here today. And Shelton comes into this race 22nd in the points chase. So not a good season in the truck series for either one. Row number 6 will have Emmanuel Hart at number 55, the Copenhagen Chevrolet. He comes in this race 3rd place in the points chase. He won at Daytona and Charlotte. And Zachary Fitzwater in the Excite Barriers Toyota number 23 is on the outside. Next row down has Charles Sanford, number 08, the GPS Store Chevrolet, and he'll be alongside Jeff Rafalski, number 25, the Folgers Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have Ryan Acosta in the FAS Chevrolet number 8, and Dylan Poteet, number 31, the Great Clips Chevrolet. Next row down, we'll have the number 6 Strolight Ford of PJ Williams, and Quentin Moore, number 4, the Square D Dodge. Next row down, we'll have Cole Bieber, number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, and beside him will be the number 00 Toyota of Paul Minnick. He has the Aaron's Dream Machine. Next row down, we'll have Preston Plore, number 51, the FedEx Chevrolet, and Mike Becker, the winner at Michigan this season, and number 1 Mopar Dodge. Next row down, Griffin Lynn, number 92, the Advanced Auto Parts CarQuest Ford, and he'll be alongside Matt Rafalski, number 15, the Motorcraft Ford. Next row down has Shane Lake, one of the hot drivers in the field, number 33, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. He comes in this race 6th place in the standings. He'll be alongside Chelsea Bolts, number 12, the Altel Ford. Lake was the winner, by the way, at Pocono this season. Next row down has Joshua Sakuli, the Southeast Toyota Dealers Toyota, number 03. And Phil Goldberg comes in the next race in the Interstate Barriers 8 Chevrolet, number 18. Next row down has the number 29 Jasper Engines Dodge of Phil Parker, and Marcus Sachi, number 75, the Remington Arms Ford. Next row down has Robbie Bogues, number 30, the Lumber Liquidators Toyota, and beside him will be the First Plus Loans Ford of Jonathan Zorlin. Next row down we'll have Zach Winkle, number 16, the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet, and the number 5 Toyota Tundra Toyota of Jordan Bell. Next row down we'll have Eric Rafalski, number 98, the RCA Ford, and Kyle Matthews, number 24, the Net Zero Chevrolet. And starting on the last row of competition, it is Joshua Collard, number 43, the STP Dodge, and number 74, Best Western Dodge of Ryan George. He's on the outside. So points are very close coming in this race. It is 43 points separating the top 2 drivers of Johnny Gardner, who starts on the pole, and Joshua Osborne, who starts behind him on the inside of row number 2. As we get set to command the fire the engines.
Gentlemen, start
your engines! The engines have fired here on this here at Bristol, Tennessee, as the field will roll off of pit road, and somebody's not getting going here. I think it was a 21 of Chandler Cottle that wasn't getting going at all.
Line comes up on you into turn 2 there. Don't let him speed because it's a short box right there. Second was on the green flag, wear him out.
And yet Chandler Cottle did not start the 21 truck, so the 21 couldn't get going on the start. This will bunch the field up as the field gets up for green flag racing here. As we mentioned, Johnny Gardner is the points leader coming in this race. He starts from the pole. As the field comes down, they will move up a row because Chandler Cottle didn't get going. It's the green flag race. We are underway in the Food City 200. Whoa, gosh. Kat Taylor on the low side of the racetrack here, and she is almost... She runs almost up against Levi McIntyre in number 99 as the field comes down to turn number 1 for the second time. Gardner leads the first lap here with Osborne second. Jefferson running in third position. Cab Shear now in a battle with Keith Batson for the fourth position as they come off the turn. And Shear off the wall again as they come down through turns 1 and 2 again here on board Cab Shear's truck. And the yellow flag flies for the first time on lap number 4 of this race. And it was Griffin Lynn in number 92 that spun. And oh my gosh, these trucks better get going in front of the. Better be. Oh no, they're going to cross the line ahead of the pace truck. Oh my gosh, what in the heck is going on? Bristol has a unique way of doing this, don't they? Doesn't it? Anyway, Griffin Lynn was the cause of the yellow flag, I believe, on the on this lap here. And apparently somebody got into the 9 of Jessica Shelton's, what it looked like. And she was against Jordan Anderson, number 14. Anderson actually got off the wall in the number 14 truck. See what happened coming off the second turn. Anderson gets off the wall, gets right in against Shelton, sends her sideways, and see a lot of trucks getting on the binders here. Hartnett gets right into Shelton, and that bunched the entire trucks up here. Cole Deaver spins, and you see Mike Becker, P.J. Williams. Several trucks had to get on the brakes. And Griffin Lynn at number 92, there, see where he spun. He got hit by the 29 of Phil Parker, sent him into the wall. And one of our points contenders, Shane Lake, actually was right in the middle of the whole thing as well. On board Jessica Shelton's truck. So that whole incident drops Shelton down to 32nd position as Matt Rafalski has see him. I think the hood gone on the number 15 Motorcraft Ford, and apparently they're doing nothing to the trucks that was up front of the pace truck on the as they cross the start finish line before the pace truck did. So yeah, they're not going to penalize the front 3 trucks at all. I thought they were going to penalize the front 3 trucks and then give the lead to Keith Batson, I thought. But anyway, I saw that same situation in the Meliodas race last season, and the top 5 cars finished top 4 cars finished ahead of the pace truck at the checker flag, and gave the win to the 5th place car, which ironically was the guy who's running second right now, Joshua Osborne. He's running second behind Gardner as the leader in the race here. Jay Jefferson's in 3rd position. 4th position right now is Keith Batson. 5th is Cab Shearer. As the green flag's back out once again, we're back underway here at Bristol. The two trucks out of the race. Arch Handler Cottle, he had a header problem that caused his truck to fail to fire. And the 23 of Zachary Fitzwater is out of the race as well. As the field comes off second turn here, as now Keith Batson goes underneath Jay Jefferson looking for the third position. Jefferson goes up the high side. And you go up on the high side, you're pretty much screwed here at Bristol unless you find a way back in line. As Levi McIntyre now pulls on the inside now of Jefferson for position. And whoa! Batson and Shear just about turned each other around. Batson goes up the track. McIntyre will get by him, and now McIntyre falls in behind Cab Shearer. And that's third and fourth right there. McIntyre, who has having a great run. And oh, we got a spin right there. It's Preston Plord. I think I saw a red truck. Is that? I'll see who that is right there. That might have been Shelton. I'm not sure again. And we're still green. And it was Shelton, number 9. Boy, her truck season, not what we're accustomed to seeing out of Jessica Shelton, that's for sure. But anyway, Preston Plord, he's in the pits as well. But we're still green flag here for some unexplained reason. Johnny Gardner has the lead still as Osborne second, third is Shearer, fourth is McIntyre, and I'm afraid to go to a replay because as sure as I do, there will be a caution flag while the whole thing happens. And yes, there is a caution flag. So good thing I didn't choose to go to a replay. Anyway, Jay Jefferson, I think, was the truck that spun. And no time like the present to see what happened to this and to what happened earlier. Jefferson was running 5th when this all happened too. And I think he gets off the wall, gets hit by Dylan Poteet in 31. Actually, cuts in front of Dylan Poteet in 31, I should say. Poteet slides that truck and hits the inside of the pit wall. But Jefferson was one that was spinning. And a tough break for Jay Jefferson too, because he had a superb qualifying run. Started his race in 5th position, and unfortunately for him, it didn't work out there. So now let's look again let's look at what happened to Jessica Shelton and Preston Plord. I think. Oh my gosh. Well, the far chase view doesn't lie, so we'll see what happens here. It looks to me like Plord forces. He turns Mike Becker into the aid of Ryan Acosta, and Plord, meanwhile, drives Shelton into the end of the pit wall, and oh my gosh, hard in the wall goes the 9. And that hit might certainly knock Shelton right out of the race, I think. She was on pit road when we saw her. But Bristol has not been kind to Shelton over the years. I will say that for sure. And let's take a ride with her on this one. Well, you can hear the engine still running on Shelton's truck, and that, yep, and unfortunately it did. It knocked Shelton right out of the race. She was 22nd in points coming into this race. That's not what we're accustomed to seeing in our series from Jessica Shelton. Her truck series season has been absolutely horrible by her standards, obviously, but she hopes to get things turned around by the time we go to the next race on the tour, which will be at Darlington, South Carolina, which is the next stop for the Advocare Truck Series. So the green flag will be out once again here on lap number 21. Shelton, the latest truck out of the race there because of the crash. And I tell you, I think her and Preston's going to have some words over this one. Because he tried to turn Becker in, I think, and then that sent him into Shelton and then drove her right into the wall. So there's going to be some discussion over that one. So let's keep an eye on the lap trucks here because they can be a problem on a track like Bristol here. Mike Becker and Preston Plore with the two trucks a lap down as the field has gotten the green flag again. They're the front 6 trucks have cleared. And oh no, they're 3 wide off turn number 2. And you can't do that at Bristol. And how they pulled that off, I do not know. Anyway, the inside trucks have Kat Tellier, Cole Deaver, Joshua Sakuli, and Jeff Rafalski. They have now cleared the front trucks. So that moves Tellier up to 7, and that puts her right behind her teammate Keith Batson, who now is now trying to get by Kev Sheeran 22. Jordan Anderson 14. Where did he come from? As he gets ahead of Levi McIntyre. McIntyre spins into the wall. Goes to 99. He and Kat Tellier both. Man, poor Levi McIntyre. Every time he has a good run, something always happens to him. Just a lot of bad luck in the trucksters, I will say that for sure. And no caution. And meantime, Keith Batson will take 3rd position away. And look at the battle for the lead. Here comes Osborne to the inside of Johnny Gardner. And oh my goodness, that was close. And yellow flag is waving. It's Phil Parker this time in 29. It's crashed. So yellow flag number 3 flying on the 25th lap of the race here. Phil Parker this time was the one that spun. He was running in 29th position when this happened. He was behind that 3rd place driver in the points, Emmanuel Hartnett. And let's see what happens here. Hartnett gets turned by Parker, and Hartnett actually used the 92 of Griffin Lynn as kind of a cushion. And oh, what a hit Parker took, just about like we saw Shelton earlier. Real time on this one. Oh my gosh. That was a 110-mile-an-hour shot into the wall for Phil Parker. Parker, of course, who won this season over at Sonoma, California, one of the first of the road courses. And by the way, the announcement, the Heartland Park Topeka race will be replaced by Canadian Tire, by the way, this season. So a lot of the fans will be happy to hear that. Levi McIntyre, he got off the wall and then right into Kat Tellier, and this is what caused this deal to happen. And oh my gosh, McIntyre just about jumped over the pit wall. He was running 3rd when this all happened, too. And like I said, every time McIntyre has a good run, something always happens to him. On board Levi McIntyre on this one. Restart happening at Bristol, Tennessee as we're back underway here on the Food City 200. And already Jordan Anderson's off the wall as we saw right there. So sorry to miss the restart. I had a phone call from somebody. But anyway, Johnny Gardner has to leave, and he gets off the wall. Here comes Osborne to the inside again, just like we saw the last time. Osborne to the inside of Gardner for position. This is for the lead. Kev Share running in third position. He could be in the switch. Oh, Gardner just make a turn. He and Osborne side by side. Osborne takes the lead in turn number 3. Johnny Gardner almost got turned around by Joshua Osborne. And Osborne will take the number 1 position now with, I think, Shear's now in second position, and Gardner now drops to third. And the yellow flag, I believe, is caused by Jay Jefferson in 17 again. And it was Jay Jefferson in 17. This time come off turn number 4. He and Emmanuel Harden and Matt Rafalski in the 15, they were the ones that were... and you see Jefferson gets involved in a spin. Hartnett, he and Rafalski got a little bit of a shoving match, but they both saved their trucks. Like I said, a tough break for Jay Jefferson in the 17 truck, too, because he had such a good qualifying run. Had high hopes of possibly having a good run in this race today. And then it all goes down for them. Meantime, Johnny Gardner got off the second turn here, and he got off the turn a little bit too wide. Osborne apparently couldn't get stopped in time, and Osborne bumps Gardner, sends him almost into a spin. Gardner saves it right there, but I think he's going to come back. I think he's going to come right back against Osborne and take him out too. And Gardner's still quite a little wobbly going through the third and fourth turns, and Osborne then takes the lead. And to make matters worse for Gardner, he also lost second to Kev Shear when it all happened too, and so that was the case here as the... Yeah, somebody called the house, by the way. That's why we missed the restart. So So 4 trucks out of the race and no, Kev Shear had a gearbox problem and a transmission problem that's nailed Kev Shear. The second place truck. That's another one who's had hard luck in this series. Kev Shear came in this race, I believe. Let's see, he came in this race 32nd in the standings, and so, yeah. He and Levi McIntyre both have good runs, but then something always goes wrong with their trucks. Or to get involved in a crash. But anyway, restart happens on lap number 41. We have 10 laps to go. See if we can get all 10 of them run under green. It's Osborne. Leading the race. Second position is Johnny Gardner. Third is Batson. Fourth is now Cole Deaver, who's coming from middle of the pack. And Batson off the wall just a little bit. And Batson and Rafalski spins! And the yellow flag flies once again here at Bristol. What in the name of crap is going on here? That is the 4th caution period to fly. Yeah, 4th caution period to fly at Bristol. And boy, Keith Batson, you do not want to be in the top 5. Way this whole thing's going. Batson off the wall, and then come off the second turn, and he and Jeff Rafalski in the 25, they get right into it. And, yep, around they both go. And Charles Sanford did an excellent job avoiding this crash, as he got reared about a 74 truck of, I think that was Ryan George, who started this race last, and has worked his way into the top 10 right now, But Keith Batson, who came into this race 7th in the standings, and that's going to drop him quite a bit, though, if things shake out like they do. average speed, because of those caution lights, has dropped the average to 59.007 miles per hour. But Joshua Osborne looking to hold them all off here at Bristol. He leads the race. Second is Johnny Gardner. He's in second position. Third is Cole Deaver. Fourth position is now Chelsea Bowles. Shane Lake doing a good job after coming back from a earlier altercation. He is now fifth position at the moment, so he could come away with he could steal a solid run away. Poteet sixth, Matthews in seventh, Sanford in eighth, ninth is Robbie Bogues, and Ryan George has come from last to 10th. Green flag is out. 3 more laps to go. Johnny Gardner trying to dive underneath Osborne. He looks to the inside of Joshua. Nothing doing. 2 to go. Osborne off the wall he goes. Gardner comes to the inside of the turn number 3. Gardner pulls alongside. Here comes Cole Deaver. Deaver on the 3 track. He can decide to stay right where he's out. And the yellow flag is blown with the white. Oh my God. And Johnny Gardner's pulled ahead of the pace track. And he should be. He ought to be able to come back. Yeah, here he is. Oh, what was supposed to be a great finish at Bristol, ruined by the yellow flag flying along with the white. Oh my God. Anyway, Johnny Gardner has won the Food City 200, the demolition fest that was Bristol. Cole Deaver comes home second. And something happened. Mike Becker and Keith Batson's gotten together. We got trucks crashing into each other. I do not know what the heck's going on. Anyway, Joshua Osborne is going to finish this race in third. Fourth position will go to Chelsea Bowles, Shane Lake fifth, Kyle Matthews sixth. Seventh will go to Charles Sanford, Robbie Bogues eighth, ninth Dylan Poteet. 10th position will go to Ryan George. Oh my gosh, you gotta feel for Cole Deaver. I thought he had something. Where Johnny Gardner had that yellow flag not flowing along with the white. I mean, that was going to be a great finish here at Bristol. I do not care what happened in the yellow. It cost the yellow flag to fly, whatever. So 16 races are in the books. Average speed 59.5 miles an hour. Gardner wins the race here. I don't feel like going to the rest of the finishing order. So check to see where you finished in this race. They're 11th through 28 in the order. Oh God. Hate to know what Bristol's going to be like in the Cup race there for 75 laps there, because 50 was absolute pain in you know what for these trucks. And some big names down there. Of course, some of the ones that had potentially had some good shots to win this, to have a good run here today, like McIntyre and Shear. Problems set in for both those trucks. And yeah. So points are at the end of this video here. The next race on the tour for the truck race will be at Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. That'll be coming up, and for now, this is James Qualson, the production NRSL. We'll see you at Darlington. Congratulations again to Johnny Gardner, the winner of the Food City 200. Screw you guys. I'm out of here.
Frank, did you have any ignition problems?